other, yes, Representative Colvin is here as well. And then we've got several members, if you all would stand, I'm not going to call you out by name, but our county commissioners and city council, would you all please stand? Thank you all for being here. So I want to take just a few minutes to talk a little bit about what Fayetteville Tech does to help support the military. First off, we're a proud partner of Fort Bragg and really take it as a very priority strategy that we serve our military and military families to the best of our ability. We are a top 10 military-friendly and military spouse-friendly designation, and that is a national designation by the Military Times. Currently, we're number 5 in the nation for large colleges, so that is a feat that we've done since that designation. Our student population, we have about 31,000 students, and a third to 35% are active duty veterans or military dependents. So we have a large population that are here on campus every day, and I would be remiss if I didn't say all of my faculty and staff that are here today that are former military or military spouses, would you please stand? We hire a lot of former military to continue their service here in Fayetteville. We have a lot of tailored support services for active duty families. The All-American Veterans Center upstairs, which is a marquee part of our program. Some of the best real estate on this campus we provide for the Veterans Center, where our military can come and get their benefits and enrollment all in one place. And most of, I'd say, the majority of those folks that staff that facility are former military. We also have on campus, on base, Fort Bragg Education Training Center, where they can also get support and assistance and financial aid help. And we provide military scholarships through our FTCC Foundation. A number of engagement activities that we do to help support them as a community here in Fayetteville. We have military appreciation events. Every Wednesday, we have Warrior Wednesday, where we bring nonprofits in to connect with our soldiers and their families so that they understand what's available to them. The Veterans Resource Fair that we have, where we invite all the nonprofits in the community to come in and say, this is what we do and how we can help you as you live here in Fayetteville. We have a number of partnerships directly with Fort Bragg. One that we're very proud of that Marcus Holly in the back led up for us was Project Pathfinder, which is a project that we were working with the Army Research Center out of the Pentagon, the 18th Airborne, to really help them train an AI system to identify intelligence from satellite imagery. So that project has sunsetted, but we're looking at potentially a continuing effort there, where we have a dedicated lab upstairs where we had 40 to 45 students a term that came here every day and worked 10 to 25 hours labeling intelligence. We send nurses to clinical rotation at Walmack Army Hospital. We have a contract with the Army Combat Medical Team. We have the only funeral service program. We provide cadavers where they can actually practice life-saving techniques without having to practice on animals. Our workforce initiatives are vast. One of the things that we're very proud of is our Transition Tech program, which is a program for military that are looking to transition out. We have a series of programs. Right now we have 13 different programs through the Skills Bridge Initiative where those soldiers can come. Their duty station is here, 8 hours a day. They get technical training, but they also get HRD assistance to help them transition out into civilian life. 3 programs that I would highlight. One is our logistics program, which is in partnership with Heroes Make America. We also have a partnership with Caliber Collision, Changing Lanes, and our CDL, Truck Driver Training Program. All three of those programs have a 95% higher rate for participants that are in the military. We also have a contract with the U.S. Army for EMT and paramedic training, where those individuals come from all over the country, and our Spring Lake campus is totally devoted to that purpose of training to prepare them for the National Registry. We've also recently, this past year, partnered with the NC Biotech Center to initiate NC BioWorks. And this past year, we've trained 43 soldiers in the biowork and connected them to employment in North Carolina. The last program I would mention would be the Basic Skills and Education Program, BSEP, which is there to improve the general technical scores and increase mobility of our soldiers so that they can move up. Governor Stein, we're honored that you're here on campus, and Governor Hunt, and invite you back to take a more in-depth look at our work and assisting the state and the county to provide the fuel, the talent for economic growth in our state. Thank you for your presence here today and the support for our community, for Fort Bragg, your leadership. We're anxious to hear about this announcement, but first we're going to hear from one of our military spouses.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, that was better. You warmed them up. Thank you. My name is Dr. Jessica Strong, and as a Blue Star Families member and a military spouse and a mother of 3, I am grateful to be here today. My family's story is one that many other military and veteran families in this room will recognize. Since my husband and I were married, we've moved 6 times. Our oldest child, who is a rising high school junior, has attended 7 different public schools. It's been tough on all of the kids to constantly start over, not only with making new friends, but also with finding and connecting with teachers who fully and truly understand them. I am particularly focused on this because all 3 of my children are both gifted and neurodiverse. That means that in our house, there's a lot of brains and sometimes not a lot of breaks. They are brilliant and great kids, and they also have unique educational and behavioral needs. But they're not alone. According to the 2022 Blue Star Families Military Family Lifestyle Survey, 70% of military families report that their oldest child attends public school, and another quarter report that they have a special education plan, like an IEP or a 504 plan. When we move, before my kids show up on their first day of school, I do my best to prepare them. We go over their teachers, we go over their schedules, they have new outfits, they have new supplies, and I know that the school teachers and staff also do their best to prepare for that first day of school. But we can do better. State policies like those recommended in the Do Your Part initiative can support families like mine by making sure that schools are prepared for military kids' unique needs before they even enter the school on the first day. Policies like advance enrollment give schools a heads up so that they know incoming military students have special needs and can gather the appropriate resources for them before they enter the school, even before day 1, not weeks or months into the school year. The good news for my family is that our oldest will finish her K-12 education right here in Fayetteville, where she started kindergarten. My husband's retiring soon, and will be staying here in North Carolina for at least a couple of years. Now, it is a great honor today to introduce our next speaker, a leader who understands not only that every child in our state deserves a quality education and a smooth start, but a leader who is deeply committed to investing in public schools. Please join me in welcoming the 76th Governor of North Carolina, the proud father of 3 public school students, Governor Josh Stein.
Thank you so much. Always love a Fayetteville warm welcome. So thank you all for being here. Jessica, thank you for that very kind introduction, and thank you for being such a powerful advocate for families like yours. And it makes a difference not only to your 3 children, but to children all across the state, all across the country. So could not be more pleased to be with you. Honored to be joined by retired Lieutenant Governor Gwen Bingham, who will be speaking shortly. She's the chair of the Blue Star Families Board of Directors. Dr. Mark Sorrells, president of Fayetteville Tech, thank you for hosting us today, and thank you for the passion you bring to this important work. Community college system is one of our crown jewels in the state of North Carolina, and it takes people like you to polish them, so thank you. I want to thank Lieutenant Governor Hunt for being here. She's doing a statewide tour of community colleges, and I'm glad that she was able to be here as well. Always good to see the legislative delegation. Thank you for what you do for the people of Cumberland County. Thank you for what you do for the people of North Carolina. It takes a team, and I'm really grateful. And Mayor, thank you for having us. I'm pleased also to be joined by a number of service members, veterans, and their families. We saw those who were associated with Fayetteville Tech. Would anyone who has one of those designations, a service member, a vet, or a family member of one, please stand. You and your loved ones put yourselves on the line for this country and our common defense. We are deeply grateful. North Carolina is home to more than 600,000 veterans, and we have the fourth largest active duty population in the country, including the military base with the largest population, and that is here in Fort Bragg. Just as our service members have given so much for our freedom, so must we stand for them. That is why I am pleased to announce that today North Carolina is officially becoming a Do Your Part state. Do Your Part is a partnership between the National Governors Association and the Blue Star Families. It's a national nonprofit organization. Blue Star Families are families with someone who is actively serving in the military. When someone makes that courageous decision to serve our country, their life changes and their family's life changes. So Do Your Part is an initiative to encourage states to think holistically about how we can support not only the service members who are in our states, but their families as well. North Carolina is committed to being a top state for military and military family members. That means every state agency, we're thinking through how that agency can offer its services better to people who are in the military. Our NC Works program helps military families and veterans find new careers and job opportunities when they leave service. The North Carolina Service Members Civil Relief Act helps military families to get out from underneath their lease or get a non-traditional lease to reflect their ever-changing situations. I've just appointed Jenny Aiken of the Blue Star Families to my child care task force, chaired by Lieutenant Governor Hunt, to ensure that military families and their unique needs are taken into consideration as we develop recommendations for the entire state. So, Jenny, thank you for serving. Just last month, I signed a bill into law that these legislators enacted that will make it easier for military families to enroll their children into public schools here in North Carolina and to renew their driver's licenses remotely. And let's not talk about DMV today. That is not the topic of today's press conference. I've also signed several bills that will help professionals transfer their certification from other states and have it work here in North Carolina, whether it's social workers, doctors, physician assistants, or physical therapists, among others. These bills will help these military spouses restart their career once they come into North Carolina. These are just a few ways that we're trying to use every tool at our disposal to try to make it easier for families to succeed in North Carolina, because that's what we want for every family, particularly our military families who are giving so much to all of us. Becoming a Do Your Part state affirms our ongoing commitment to North Carolina's military families, and it will help us to work together with other states to steal their good ideas, and they can steal ours as well. We all want to do better. I'm now pleased to bring forward Lieutenant General Gwen Bingham, retired, who will speak more on the importance of this announcement. Lieutenant General Bingham.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. great to be here in the great state of North Carolina. I am especially happy to be in the city of Fayetteville, for it has special significance for my husband and I. It feels like yesterday, but actually it's been several decades ago, but we were assigned here as captains. We both commanded our companies at Fort Bragg, and our first child was born at Womack Army Hospital. So it's always fun to come back to Fayetteville and Fort Bragg and be a part of America's Army at Fort Bragg. So thank you so much for all of what you do. To Governor Stein, Lieutenant Governor Hunt, Dr. Sorrells, it's a joy to be with you here this morning. As board chair for Blue Star Families, we are so proud and grateful for the stalwart leadership and vision of our co-founder and CEO, Kathy Roth Duquet. Kathy lost her father this week, and so she was unable to be here, so we're keeping her in our thoughts and prayers. But let me just say that because of Kathy's vision, more than 16 years ago now, Blue Star Family has grown to become the nation's largest organization supporting military families in places where they serve. To that end, we are incredibly proud of the Do Your Part initiative enabled by our dear friend and military advocate, Craig Newmark, which invites all Americans to support military families. This initiative isn't just about families. It really benefits everyone. And Governor Stein, I won't reiterate, but you said it all in your remarks. I just want to say to Governor Stein, you are exemplifying what we wish of all Americans, doing your part to unlock the North Carolina's potential in partnership with us in support of all of our military families who do so much, yet ask for little in return. Military families are America's families, for sure. We face our share of challenges, similar challenges, but as Jessica mentioned, our lifestyle encompasses frequent moves and family separations that really amplifies those challenges, often requiring senior leadership intervention. Your commitment to prioritizing military families, Governor, and state-level policymaking is exactly the leadership we seek nationwide. You're proclaiming today North Carolina as a do-your-part state indicates to all Blue Star families that you see them and you hear them, and we're mighty grateful to you for that. Governor Stein, we thank you for doing your part, and we're incredibly proud and grateful for your steadfast leadership and your commitment. So on behalf of Kathy and her Blue Star family team and our board, it's my great honor to recognize you as a member of the Do Your Part Honorary Committee, ensuring your leadership for military families remains a lasting part of your legacy. Thank you so very much. And if you will stand with me, we want to present this Do Your Part for military families and the common defense to Governor Josh Stein, North Carolina.
That's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, come stand behind me if you wouldn't mind while I sign this proclamation.
My honor.
It is my great honor to declare and